TikTok has been downloaded more than 3.5 billion times. This means that more than 10 times the number of people living in the US have downloaded TikTok. Although this number varies among sources and counting methods, it is safe to say that almost every person on the planet has heard of the app. With over 1 billion monthly active users, TikTok has surpassed X, Telegram, Reddit, Pinterest, and Snapchat despite its relatively recent release in 2016. Among these billions of users worldwide, how many have actually read TikTok's privacy policy? My guess is close to none. That's why I've taken the time to read it. In this video, I'll show you what data TikTok actually collects from you and what other threats emanate from this app. I guarantee you that if you were to read TikTok's privacy policy, you would immediately delete the app from your phone or never consider downloading it. It's genuinely alarming to see the extent to which TikTok is allowed to collect your data even without your active permission. Here's a long list of information TikTok can access from you without your consent. Identifiers, device model, device system, network type, device IDs, screen resolution, operating system, app and file names, keystroke patterns or rhythms, battery state, audio setting, and connected audio devices. My question is, why does TikTok need this data? For example, why do they want information about your phone model? Does it matter if you're using a Samsung Galaxy flip phone or a 10-year-old Nokia? At the end of the day, you're still watching over-sexualized content for hours on end. Another, perhaps less controversial point is that TikTok can access your location. While they do have to ask you for permission first, many users quickly click accept without giving it much thought. However, this has become common practice for many apps nowadays. It makes sense for some apps like Google Maps. But we've come to a point where it seems as if the Calculator app wants to know my exact location, for whatever reason. I've also never heard of an app being allowed to collect face prints and voice prints. TikTok is allowed to do this. If TikTok has your biometric identifiers, you could potentially be identified as soon as you step in front of a camera with facial recognition software. This could lead to you being recognized up to 70 times a day in cities like London, which have a high number of cameras per person. The most important question that comes to my mind is, why does TikTok need this data and what do they plan to do with it? According to their terms of service, they use the information collected to send promotional materials from them or their affiliates and trusted third parties. In simpler terms, TikTok analyzes your platform activity to send you personalized advertisement, hoping you'll spend more money. I've experienced this myself, not with TikTok, but with Google. After searching for a dog toy, I noticed an increase in dog-related advertisement in my inbox. Coincidence? I don't think so. The main concern for most governments is that TikTok collects data and shares it with the Chinese government. While TikTok denies these accusations, they also cannot prove they are baseless. These highly concerning data collection methods have not gone unnoticed by the public and governments. The US government, under Donald Trump, attempted to ban TikTok in the US. Although they did not succeed, they did manage a partial victory. TikTok is no longer allowed to collect precise user location data from US TikTok users. Additionally, the EU ordered TikTok to store user data on servers in the EU to prevent access by the Chinese government or other organizations. While TikTok complied with these demands, it's not a certainty that they cannot forward this data to China or elsewhere. The mistrust remains. TikTok's data policy isn't the only concerning thing about the app. Issues like addictive potential, harmful psychological impact, life-threatening trends, and accusations against ByteDance, the parent company behind TikTok, for not properly moderating content on the platform could not be ignored. While delving into these topics would exceed the scope of this video, here are some concerning TikTok trends before I conclude. TikTok challenges have led to serious injuries and even deaths. The Blackout Challenge, where users attempt to black out, resulted in the death of a girl in Italy. The Benadryl Challenge, where users consume large amounts of Benadryl to hallucinate, led to the death of a 15-year-old girl from Oklahoma. The Salt Challenge, where people consume excessive amounts of salt, can lead to dehydration and confusion, with extreme cases resulting in a comatose state. Altogether, try to use it mindfully and avoid participating in any dangerous challenges.